Hello, welcome to Your Community, Your World. My name is Shola Ladenika. This program looks at what's happening within your community. The campaign to get Britain back to work has begun, and this started with children going back to school. The furlough scheme ends on 31st of October, and employers have to make that crucial decision very soon. Today, we look at the test and trace scheme, but first, the Nigerian Community Association Kent and Medway, together with Magdalene Ministries, took time out to clean the Strand.
Hello, my name is Soyode and I'm the president of the Nigerian Community Association Kent and Medway. I was the previous president of the National Association of Nigerian Community from 2016 to 2019. So as you can see, here in Kent and Medway, we have a diverse community, and a major player is the Nigerian community. We have a lot of our members living in Kent and Medway, from Dartford all the way to Canterbury, Gillingham, Chatham, Rochester. I mean, name it, anywhere you are in Kent and Medway. The organization was formed in 2017 due to the need for Nigerians to come together, to appreciate one another, to be a support channel for one another. And that has proved very successful. We've impacted the lives of a lot of Nigerians here in Kent and Medway. We are a major player in the community. We've partnered with the council, with the police. We've partnered with various organizations. And anywhere in Nigeria is struggling, anywhere in Nigeria is successful, you will find the Nigerian community Kent and Medway there. The Nigerian Community Association Kent and Medway has organized today's event, the environmental cleanup. As we know, there's a lot about climate change, there's a lot about our environment that we need to change. And we just thought and decided that we need to be part of the contributors to our environment. And with the pandemic, a lot of people have been in isolation, a lot of people have lost their jobs, a lot of people have died, and we just thought we should play our little part about encouraging people to come out, do a bit of environmental cleanup, do a bit of litter picking, and to support the ecosystem of the United Kingdom.
I'm the founder of Magdalene Ministry and also part of the Nigerian community here in Kent and Medway. I'm actually one of the founders of Nigerian Community Association Kent and Medway. I founded it with Soyode and my son Tolu Olushoga. We've always wanted to bring our community together because obviously we live in Kent and Medway and we're very kind of like scattered all around. And because of that, we felt like we need to come together as a community and begin to help each other more. And that's how we started the Nigerian Community Association Kent and Medway. Magdalene Ministry is my ministry, but obviously because I'm one of the founders of Nigerian Community Association Kent and Medway, and I've been going for about 6-7 years before Nigerian community. So we decided to work together, bring the two together, and ensure that we are well known within our Kent and Medway community here. So we work in partnership now with so many organizations. The organizations that are brought in, you know, organizations like Medway Voluntary Action, Medway Local Council, Halesford Local Parish Council, Tonbridge and Molly Local Authority. We're working with Age UK, Age Concern, and so many other organizations, with the Muslim Community Association as well, working together in partnership, with us. We're working with the police. We are part of the Independent Police Advisory Group, and just making sure that we are also having a say in how our community is shaped. And one of the things I've been able to achieve as the first black councillor within the Halesford Parish Council is the diversity inclusion policy, which they never had. We are here as a Nigerian community and also Magdalene Ministry to first of all educate our people about climate crisis, the cost of climate crisis, which is part of litter. So we're doing litter picking today. Through litter picking, we are able to say to our people, litter is one of the major causes of climate crisis and climate, changes as well. And also telling our communities that when you are out and about, if there's a bin, put your litter in the bin. If there's no bin wherever you're going, make sure you take your litter back home. So we're going to be having a picnic as well later on. It's also an opportunity for us to build relationship within our community and to encourage one another about our future here in Medway and in Kent, and what we can do also to build up our children.
My name is Prince Adedapo Araromi. I live in London. I represent Just a Little Help, as you can see, is branded. We're passionate about helping people. We're helping people and trying to make a difference in everything we do. So we're here in Kent, actually in the Strand, as you can see, and we're trying to make the community greener. We're trying to support Nigerian community in Kent alongside Magdalene Ministry to litter pick. So we want to try to make the community greener. So whatever you can do, just a little help to make the world a better place. That's what we're doing. That's why I'm here representing my charity, Just a Little Help, Prince Adedapo Araromi, to litter pick, which I've done earlier. And yes, and of course we're going to do a bit of picnic later. That's why we're here today. It's a Saturday, the weather is wonderful, and we've done what we have to do to the community, and actually, of course, we're doing it to ourselves now, doing a picnic with ourselves and our families.
I'm the Director of Welfare for Kent and Medway, as well as the Director of Welfare for National Association of Nigerian Communities. Today has been a very good day and a big day for us in Kent to keep our environment clean, to help out in terms of trying to pick all the litters in our environment to make our environment green or greener, if we have to put it that way. It's been a tremendous day, and we've seen support from the council, the Kent and Medway Council. We've seen support from our community people as well. So we're all here to make sure that we enhance the cleanliness of our environment in Kent and Medway.
The Nigerian Community Association Kent and Medway, together with Magdalene Ministries, braved the strong winds to clean up the environment. Please do not go away. I'll continue with this immediately after this short break.
This is an appeal by BenTv. It is time we support our own, especially in this diverse media world. Sadly, our community is most affected by COVID-19 more than any other group. We would like to address this with relevant information and programs. We need your help. Please donate generously so we can keep fighting our corner by producing programs and making our voices heard. Every pound counts. For more information, please visit BenTv.com. Thank you.
Would you like to have your weddings, parties or celebrations featured on television? Events is the program for you. Every Sunday at 5 p.m, we feature weddings, parties and all other functions. To find out more, call us on 07944 039 887. We can also arrange coverage of the function for you.
For sponsorship, adverts, and to feature your celebrations on this show, call now on 07944 039 887 or 07985 638 661, or send an email to info@eventsforus.com.
Events in UK, Europe, and all over the world. Events
Today we are inviting families of our communities to just join us, have fun. Let's have a different bubble of different families coming together. I think this has been planned in a long time. but because of the COVID-19 situations, we've not been able to come out as families, as a community, to have fun together. So we are hoping that we can use this as a forum or as a medium to get the family relaxed, to get the younger ones, our children, our elderly together as well, to have fun together, to have stories to tell, to communicate among ourselves. And it's a form of mental and our physical well-being for our people in our community as well.
Can we jump? Can we jump? Can we jump? Can we jump? Let's see who can jump higher. Can we spread our hands? Can we go up and down? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's see how many people can do that. Can we do this? Can we do this? And you want? You cannot see one to fly. Go the other way. Let's try it again. One more time. Fantastic.
We bless your holy name because we know that you're already with us. We commit the rest of this afternoon to your hands and we ask that you have your way and take control.
Shadi.
Because we're all the same.
Fantastic.
We have no differences.
Oh, great.
And we should all live together happily.
Oh! Thank you everyone. First of all, I'd like to say a very big thank you to everyone that has come out today. Without you, without our children, there is no Nigerian community. As we can all see, we're having a good time while still keeping to social distancing and following the government's guidelines on outdoors events. So it's a great honor to have everyone here today. We appreciate you, we appreciate your time. And in terms of Nigeria, we can only hope and we pray for our country to get better. Today is a family fun day. We want to celebrate ourselves. We want to appreciate our effort. Most especially, we want to thank God that we are still alive at a time like this. A lot of our members have died. A lot of people have gone. We appreciate all our children. We even appreciate all our friends from different communities. We have all our supporters. We appreciate the Medway Council. We appreciate the Kent Police. We appreciate the National Lottery Coronavirus Community Funds. We appreciate the Kent Community Foundation. We thank the Text Bed Fund. We appreciate all our partners, Magdalene Ministries, Art of Gold, Just a Little Help, Fair Share, In Kind. There's so many people that have supported the Nigerian community. Right behind the mic is our one and only Your Community, Your World. We really appreciate you for all you do within the Nigerian community.
Hello there. My name's Ahsan Khan, and it's really good to be at this particular gathering. As you can see, it's a lovely, lovely, beautiful day. The sun is shining. Well, perhaps not, but it is amongst the people here, and that is what really matters. We have all had a very, very, very enjoyable day, and I am sure it will continue this way. God bless. Thank you.
So my name is Lola Aluko. I'm a resident of Medway. I've been living in Medway for 14 years. It's really encouraging to see that we have an organization that recognizes the needs of Nigerians in this community. I'm very happy to be here. The weather hasn't been brilliant, but we've had a lovely time. What's interesting about today is that people from various backgrounds, nationalities, ages, we have children as young as 3, and we have people in the community who are obviously pensioners, but everyone is just having fun for the common goal, the common interest of us all.
We've just come out here today to enjoy a community day. It's been fun and it's been great mingling with our friends from other communities who also reside in Medway, and even some people have come from afar. And I want to commend the organizing committee of the Association for Nigerian for Kent and Medway. It's been a brilliant brilliant day. Thank you very much, and I hope we have more of this.
Mo like bí a ṣe parapọ̀ bá ṣe rí àwọn Nàìjíríà bí ẹgbẹ́ wa ṣe rí. Mo like wa gan. Mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí. Inú mi dùn gan pé ó ti rí wọn pé a jẹ́ Nàìjíríà kan náà, a lè sọ èdè kan náà, àjọ oríbà kan náà yóò Jésù á ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
What I enjoy about the day is the community spirit. That community spirit, has caused them to wake up early in the morning to walk around to pick up litters all over the place when people should be under their doings. And with that same strength and vigor, they're still they've not cancelled the community family fun day. They went on to do that. I would think that they've actually done very well with the community spirit.
Hi, my name is Eniola, and what I enjoyed today is how everyone just came together and had a good time. We were singing, we were dancing together, we were eating together, and not many of us knew each other, but we still had a good time.
I've had fun with the kids. I'm currently having a bite of my puff-puff. We got some gifts, we've danced, we've had fun. So I don't know what else to say, but it's been a great day. Despite the weather, and I came late, but I'm glad I came.
So once more, I want to thank Ben. I want to thank the wonderful man behind the camera. He's not always seen. I should actually interview him. Mr. Shola is always a wonderful man. Anytime he's called for anything community, please give him a call and he would always be there.
What a wonderful community. The Nigerian Community Association Kent and Medway and the Magdalene Ministries carried out a clean-up campaign and socialized thereafter. Remember, if there is anything happening within your community, please do not hesitate to contact us. We'll try as much as possible to be there. I'll take a short break.
Day City Hotel Limited for confident hospitality.
Are you looking for an atmosphere of serenity, extreme comfort, class, and hospitality? Look no further, because R&A City Hotel Limited is a perfect choice. Tucked in the heart of Lagos to take you away from the everyday hustle and bustle of the city, bringing you to a state of total calm and bliss. Our facilities include exquisitely furnished rooms with 24-hour power supply, internet, swimming pool, standard gym, banquet hall, restaurant, and exotic bar. Located at number 2 Majeko Dumi Street off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. Telephone 0807 666 6655. Or you can send an email to rnacityhotel@yahoo.com or visit our website www.rnacityhotel.com. R&A City Hotels Limited, for convenient hospitality.
Hotel Limited for confident hospitality.
Welcome back. Recently, the government launched Let's Get Back campaign. Alistair Soyode, the CEO of BenTv, spoke to Dr. Helen Lawal to explain what this campaign is all about.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi.
Hey, you're welcome. So we're going to basically talk about Let's Get Back campaign.
So it's a really important way to get us back to normal.
Well, within the BNB community here in the United Kingdom, basically we just wanted to know what is the campaign all about. If you can please kindly share with us.
Yeah, so the Let's Get Back campaign is a really important way that we're going to try and get back to as what we call the new normal as we can, in a safe way that's going to reduce the risk of the spread of coronavirus and protect the NHS. So the basic principles of this campaign are: if you have symptoms, isolate and get tested. So those symptoms could be high fever and a continuous cough, or a loss or change of sense of smell or taste. So any of those symptoms, then immediately start to isolate, and you isolate for the full 10 days, and then get yourself a test as soon as you can. If the test comes back negative, you can then end your isolation period. If the test comes back positive, you have to isolate for that full period of 10 days. So that's the basic principles of it. And then, of course, if there's anyone that's also living in the same house as you, any household contact, they also have to isolate for 14 days from the onset of your symptoms too.
Very good. But how easy will it be for people to really get the test done?
Yeah, it is relatively easy. I mean, so once you develop the symptoms and you decide that you need a test, there's a couple of ways to get the test done. The first one is to go online to nhs.uk/coronavirus and order a home test kit, which will be delivered to your home, and do the test at home. Another way is to use the same website or call the number 119 and arrange for a walk-in or a drive-through test. So you'd actually be going somewhere outside of the house to get the test done. So those are the two ways to get the test done. Once you have the test, say you were doing a home test kit and you're doing the test at home, I mean, some people might be apprehensive about doing a test like this for themselves at home. It's probably the first time they'll have done one. And that's why I've made a video which talks through the steps of doing the test at home and simplifies things. But just to give you a bit of insight into that, it's a swab about this long. It's got a cotton tip, and that cotton tip goes into the nostril in the back of the nose and into the throat. And then it's packaged up and sent off, and that's what the test involves. It's fairly straightforward, but a little bit fiddly if you've never done anything like that before at home.
Well, after doing that, of course, then what do you think they expect, especially maybe if the NHS test and phrase make contact with the patient? What do they need to do, or what should they be expecting to do?
Yeah, good question. So once you've done the test and you've sent it off, this is when the test and trace system really comes into play. So you'll be sent a text or an email to say either your test is negative, in which case you can stop isolating and get back to normal and still following some of the basic precautions, or if your test positive, a member of the team will contact you, and then they'll have to trigger off something called contact tracing. So if you have symptoms and then you have a positive test, what they will do is they will get in touch with anyone you've come into close contact with, and that will be anyone you've had close contact with 2 days before your symptoms started and at any point since your symptoms have begun. So that could be someone that you've been face-to-face contact with for whatever reason, anyone in your household. It could be anyone who you've been 2 meters apart from, but for longer than 15 minutes, or perhaps colleagues that you work with, someone that you sat close to in church, for example, and those people will all be contacted. Yeah, that's how it works, really.
Right. Actually, it's good that you mentioned churches, for example. There's a perception within the BME community sometimes that they don't really believe that there is coronavirus. What kind of advice would you really like to share with them?
I think we all have to remember that this is real. You know, lives have been lost and people continue to die from this. And we all have a responsibility to follow the guidance. So you can feel, especially if you've been unaffected by it so far, you can feel that false sense of security. But it's really important to still keep your distance from people who aren't within your household. Keep that 2 meter distance. It's really important to wear face coverings if you're going to shop, if you're out and about. If you're going into hospital appointments, you have to wear face covering. If you're using public transport, if you're going to a place of worship, you must wear face coverings. And the other precautions that are really important to take to prevent the spread is to remember that there's some restrictions on who you can and can't see outside of your bubble. So you can meet with up to 6 people from different households if you're meeting outdoors. Or as a household, you can meet another household either outdoors or in a restaurant. So it's really important that everyone sticks to those rules and guidance. They're there for a reason. We must do what we can to reduce the spread of this disease and to protect the NHS.
Excellent. Now, one of the last questions is basically people are now going back to work, as people notice, and the perception of people is some places want them back to work and others are still kind of a bit reserved. What advice will you give people really going back up to the perception of waiting and socially advice and guidance?
Yeah, I think for those people going back to work that maybe for the first time, that might feel slightly strange. And similarly for people who are still at home, and because this situation is unique to everyone, isn't it? It's affecting everyone in different ways. But if we can all remember to keep our distance, wash our hands. So we're going back to basics. Wash your hands with hot soapy water whenever you can. If you're going to work and you're coming home, as soon as you come home from work, wash your hands, 20 seconds. The next best thing is to use alcohol gel. And remember, the more you can minimise the contact you have with other people, the less likely this is to spread. And the key thing to remember here is you can feel completely well and you can feel like you're fine and, the virus isn't affecting me, I don't have it. But you can still be infected by the virus. In those early days, it doesn't necessarily show up as symptoms, and you can potentially still spread the virus within that time period. That's why it's so important, even if you feel well, you're not coughing, you don't have a fever, to still remember to follow those basic precautions and that guidance.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on. Thank you.
Well, I've been speaking to TV and TV personality for
This is an appeal by BenTv. It is time we support our own, especially in this diverse media world. Sadly, our community is most affected by COVID-19 more than any other group. We would like to address this with relevant information and programs. We need your help. Please donate generously so we can keep fighting our corner by producing programs and making our voices heard. Every pound counts. For more information, please visit bentelevision.com. Thank you.
The government does want everyone to go back to the office. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's contributed to today's program. And remember, if you want to watch these episodes and all our previous episodes, please go to our YouTube channel, Your Community, Your World. If there's anything happening within your community, please get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. My name is Shola Ladinika. Thanks a lot for watching, and please remember to wash your hands regularly, maintain social distancing, and do not forget your face covering. I'll see you next week by the grace of God. Thank you and bye.
Going from place to places, it's called the COVID-19, spreading its wings around the world. It's a must for us to keep good hygiene by washing our hands, keeping ourselves, keeping our environment clean. Oh, let's stay safe.